Growing up, I grew up with my twin sister and my older sister, and we all played the traditional American sports, soccer, baseball. Our baseball coach was actually our father. They went on to play volleyball and travel softball. I truthfully didn't like those sports because they were team sports. With team sports, I always felt like I could let someone down. So I went up to my mom and dad and I said, hey, I want to try fencing. Is there anyone in the area? And then they Googled, of course, and the rest is history. I have a twin sister. I'm older by 1 minute. They were doing so big with us, and when my father noticed I was doing so big and when my arms didn't go up, he goes, something's wrong with my child. They then pressured doctors in getting testing, and then we got some brain scans, and we had scarring in the cerebral cortex of my brain, which then translates to cerebral palsy. In any adaptive sport or para-sport, the para in it means parallel to that of able-bodied. And I believe the only difference between able-bodied fencing and Paralympics fencing is I just don't use my legs. I'm physically not I'm physically not that much able to use my legs. And the only thing is you're set at a distance, so you're not moving up and down the strip. With my teammates work out more their legs and their agility, like they do shuffles all the time. For me, I don't need to use my legs, so I focus more on my core work and my back muscles. It's not rolly, stabby, stabby. We just kind of lean and go.
It's actually interesting how I heard about her, because that was my first day of my job when I came to the gym. And then our head coach introduced me to Lauryn, and he said, hey, this is Lauryn, she's going to be one of your athletes. She's a Paralympian, so you'll get to work with her. So I literally started my job, day one, Lauryn comes in, so I never heard anything about her before. I think the interesting part about that was that Lauryn is just very humble, and she, like if someone didn't tell me that she was a Paralympian and she went to the Olympics, that she went to Rio, I wouldn't even know, because she's very humble and she doesn't really talk about it all that much. She kind of lets her work speak for her, so that's a big part about Lauryn.
I wanted to give back on this trip. I'm currently facing a shoulder injury, which has taken me out of the running for the 2020 Tokyo Paralympics. But my coaches and I and our trainers, we are hoping to make a return for maybe the next World running, and maybe Paris if that is an option. But I think more down the line, I think LA 2028 is the games I really want to try for, just because it's a home game. Being able to say we're one of the first adaptive sports at Ohio State, that's amazing, because we're taking a very not known sport and putting it in a very popular school, a sport powerhouse of Ohio State. Oftentimes you will hear persons with disabilities being called inspirations when we're just doing normal things. Everything I do at Ohio State is more than me. I believe showing little girls, especially with CP, cerebral palsy, that I am basically them, but I'm in a very important position. I'm succeeding, I'm kicking butt, and I just want them to know that they can do anything they want to do, and it's up to them to create their own narrative. No one's putting limitations on them.